Don't want to answer that question? Refused. Well, listen, you know what's nice about the quiz? It kind of tells you if you know what, if you're right and wrong or whatever. But we're going to go over those. We're going to go over that quiz really quick. And then we're going to go to the market. We're going to play around. And then we're going to hopefully get every single one of you guys registered to come into the trading room. So let's do a recap really quick on what we did on lesson one yesterday. So basically, we talked about the tips of icebergs, what makes an iceberg move. We had some really good examples about how following the smart money. And, I showed you a couple of level 3, level 4 examples. Listen, I do a lot of presentations with a lot of brokerage firms, exchanges. And the thing is, if you know what you're doing, you'll be a client theirs forever. Their acquisition cost of getting new clients is very expensive. And you know what? You go out there and you're starting to realize that if you just kept things more simple and just read the future and the orders, kind of makes self-explanatory where to get in, where to get out of these trades. So today we're going to review the quiz. We're going to talk about scanning and identifying trading order flow and how we trade low price stocks, because it's all about opportunity, right? Do you really care what you trade, or you just want to make money, right? But before you can make money, you got to learn how to stop losing it. And that's really what the main goal we focus on here more than anything. So those are the things that we're at right now. So once again, if you missed phase one, don't worry about it. It's recorded. You definitely want to review it. But today we're going to go on to jump into phase two. So here's the quiz. I don't know if everyone who did not take their quiz, we'll post a link up there again. So if you want to be able to retake it again, you're more than welcome to. All right. Well, let's go over the questions really quick. So first question was, what makes a stock go up and go down? All right. Was it market makers, support resistance, big volume, big black boxes? What really does it? Is it all the above? Well, question one is obviously the answer is D. Volume, big orders, okay, from buying and selling. I saw a lot of you guys got that right. That was one of the questions I asked you yesterday, and I'm glad a lot of you got it, did well on that one. How many levels are there an order flow? Is there 3, 4, 12, and 6? Okay. So the correct answer for this is 4. There's 4 levels. So when I talk about levels, I'm talking about level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So there's basically 4 levels to answer that, to get that one. And once again, we talked about that yesterday. There are 2 times when to trade. Okay. The best times to trade. 9:30 in the morning is obviously the best, but then there's another time that's a very volatile time where you get good volatility. And the answer for that was question C, 3 to 4 p.m. Question 4, what price do you see an iceberg order? Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, well, I think this was kind of pretty self-explanatory, right? It was a 65,000 share seller. Now, what's great about this question is that it's like, wow, yeah, it's like common sense. You see how fast you answer that question? That's how fast you have to react towards a stock. Not to say, okay, there's a 65,000 share order, but let me go check Mr. Fibonacci's order and the MACD and the 200 moving average just to confirm. Why that happens is usually too late. Question 5. Let's say we see 65,000 share iceberg order on the bid on level 3. What would that consider as? Support, resistance, or neither? Well, the answer is A. It's a support level. Common sense, right? Question 5. What does the term gap up mean in day trading? Okay, so you hear that phrase up all the time. Is it A, B, or C? Meaning the stock opened higher than the close, opened lower on the close of the day, open, at the height of the same price. All these things that, kind of now this is where people start getting a little confused. Well, the answer is A, open higher than the close of the day before. All right. Question 7, what's the best days to trade in the market? Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Listen, there are certain days when you want to trade and there's certain days you don't want to trade. All right. Well, I can tell you one thing. It's definitely not D, okay? Because market's not open on Saturday and Sunday. Answer is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays are the best days to trade. Mondays and Fridays a little bit harder because we come back from a weekend and after. Question 8, how does level 3 differ from level 2? And the correct answer for that one is C. We are getting 20 times more data. A lot of you think, oh, but I get level 2 for free. Yeah, okay, that's what it's worth. Okay, Are you in the free business, or are you in the business to pay for stuff? And let me explain something to you. Anybody here own a business? Okay. Is there such thing of free stuff out there? What's free when you own a business? Is there free employees? Is there free rent? Is there free taxes? There's nothing free other than the cheese and mouse trap. So always remember that. You don't want anything for free in trading. Question 9. Let's put this up. Basically, we're looking for an iceberg order here. Where do you see it? Answer is right there. Question B. There's a 178,000 share seller right there. Question 10. Which of this picture, where is the iceberg order to sell? Well, if you look where the big block order is, it's almost like common sense. Right there, 144,000 shares. Now, remember, when we look at these, this is one of the reasons why people think that, oh, trading is too complicated, too difficult. Do you realize that you're trading stocks in the market that are a hell lot more volatile than I would even trade? And then you look at this and be like, oh, this really can't be that complicated, or you could be like, when I look at it, all you got to do is when you look at the order, you could eliminate all the other ones. And I actually have a workshop that I'm going to be giving when you're a student of ours, where I'll show you how to eliminate all that garbage. All right. Now, questions here. Where can I get level 4 from you? Okay, so that's a great question. And we got to wait until we're done in the next 15 minutes. How about that? All right. Okay. I'll talk about that soon. So you don't trade the news. We don't trade the indicator. We basically, all these bells and whistles these brokerage firm offer you, these are really all the things we need: a scanner, a chart, a level 3, and a level 4 chart. That's all we basically need. Now let's go dive into the market and cover and talk about a couple of things here. Hold on one second. And let me just bring up something. All right, good. All right, so let's go dive in the market and see what's going on here in the market. Okay, so here we go. All right, so a couple of stocks that are moving, and I want to start off with this one right here. Now, where do we find stocks? Now, just ask everyone here, because this is how we teach you in trading. Where do you guys find some stocks? Where do you look? Where do you look to find the stock? How do you know what's moving, what's not moving? I mean, what is your game plan? You wake up in the morning, you want to trade the market. Where are you looking? That's what you have to look at. News? No. CNBC? No. I mean, yeah, you could see what they're talking about. The right answer is the big percentage gainers and losers. That's really it right here, the top 20 list. Now, you have to understand something. The way traders work is we look for volatility, okay? I don't care what the company does. I need something that's going to give me the least amount of risk with the high amount of reward. Half of the traders fail, including yourself, is because you're trading stocks that we call not tradable. So there's a lot of things that are moving. You're probably wondering, how do you basically find the one that's going to give you the least amount of risk with the high amount of reward? Well, that's what we're going to cover right now. We're going to go through it. We're going to see what's moving and what's not moving. So there is one stock that's there's a couple of stocks that are moving this morning, and the one of them is right here. When you look down the list over here, and there's this one right here that's moving. Let me look at it again. The GO, was it the GOEV? How's that doing right now? Yeah. Okay, so yesterday, this is a stock that we traded yesterday, okay? And yesterday, you could see how the stock started around $3.73. And by 9:30 to 11:30, it ran to a whopping $4.80. Now, you do the math. Let's see if you guys could do quick math. What is 480 minus 430? Anybody answer that question? What is that? What is 480 minus 50 cents, right? 50 cents on 1,000 shares is how much money? What is 50 cents on 1,000 shares? How much money is that? 500. Wow. oh my God, $500? Are you serious? Okay. Now, times that every day for 52 weeks. You guys know what the answer is at? I'll do it quickly. It's $100,000. Okay. Now, do you care what GOED does? Okay. Other than that, you made you $500 for the day. Okay. And you didn't risk a lot to do it. Oh, but I don't know the company. Okay. Then you know what? Go trade Tesla at $170. I'd rather make 50 cents on this than try to make 50 cents on that. Okay. That's the mentality you have to think as a trader. Okay. Remember, you're in the real estate business. All right. You're not buying a house for yourselves, for your family. You don't care. The way you make money in real estate is location, location, location. Okay. You want to go live in the country, in the boondocks? That's great. But if you got an opportunity to buy a property that, you know, it's in foreclosure, you would never live there, but you see an opportunity, you can make a lot of money in real estate. That's your job. This is your job in trading. Same thing. Let's go talk about this stock and see what's going on with it really quickly. So the stock is going up. Why is this stock going up starting 9:30 this morning? It did with a slingshot. It went from 370 and now right now it's at 460. Why is it going up? Can anybody tell me? While you guys are giving me the answer, I'm going to give you the answer once I hear what you come up with. Why is it going up? A couple of things here, and I just got to load up something while you guys are writing that up. Let's get a couple of windows set up here. How about this? It was a quiz question. Okay. It was a quiz question. I got to tell you how many times I got to tell you that. All right. So right here, you see right here around this 411, you see a number right there? Let me get my crayons and kind of point this out to you. Hold on a second. See it right here? Right there? How big is that order right there? How big is that order? See if you guys can figure that out and write it down. That was at 944. Yes, exactly, Mike. Bill, you're talking 90,000 shares. Now, there are buyers for 400. There are buyers for 10,000. There's buyers for 7. 90,000. Not 9,000, not 900. 90,000 shares. Does anybody here buy 90,000 shares of $4 stock? Let's do simple math. Let's say it's 100. It's a $400,000, buyer out there. You guys put $400,000 in an idea? I don't think so. Okay. So I'm not even waste your time to even write that down. But there were people out there that are doing it. And watch what happened. All of a sudden, he went out. He bid it up to 90,000. See it right there? Now we're talking about 945. Now look what ended up happening. It goes up. 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 It goes all the way up. The buyer kept bidding it up. Okay. Now, you went from 410 and right now you're at 450. Is anybody happy with that? Anybody happy with that price? We went from 410, here on the chart, right around here, and you could see how it was hovering right there. And right now we're at a price of 450. Yes, you will get the recording for today, what you missed. Absolutely. But forget about the recording. You don't care about the recording. You're going to be signing up and getting into the trading room, which is going to be 1,000 times better. Yeah. Okay. Who's not happy with that? Of course. You mean what? 40 cents? 40 cents in a matter of, I don't know, about 30 minutes. You just made yourself a nice little $400, almost $100,000 salary. Thank you very much. Having a good day. Now, the next thing you have to ask yourself is, why is it going down? Okay. What's driving the stock down? Does anybody know? Why is the stock starting to trend down now? How would we have known get out? How would we have known? Big seller, right? So when you look over here, see the big sellers starting to show up? Well, he just lowered his bid, but he had more. This guy here, $5 out there for 34,000, 16,000, 10. You can start seeing the line starting to kick in, okay? So there really was no real big sellers out here till so once we got around to the 70 price range, then the orders started showing up. And that's the reason why it's going down. All right. Now, you know, that's one of several, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something better than that. Anybody here own a position? I'm going to pick someone's stock. I want to see how you guys are preparing for the future and not preparing for the past. Give me a stock. Any stock. And I'm going to look at it and tell you if you're in the right position or the wrong position, or how I would trade it. Of course, someone's going to say Tesla. Okay. All right. Let's look at Tesla, because, you know, Tesla is a fun stock. All right. I preferably rarely trade Tesla, but you want to trade Tesla, trade Tesla. All right. So Tesla, let me see what we got here. Okay. So Tesla, you could see right here on the intraday chart. First of all, right here in the long-term chart, where's support levels on Tesla? Where's support levels on Tesla? Anybody now looking at it? You know what? Let me zoom in here a little bit closer for you, because I think some of you people are not really seeing it as well. Around 160. All right. Anyone else? 160. Okay. So I'll draw a trend line for you. 160. Okay. Anyone else? Nobody knows this answer? Come on, guys. Don't be afraid. Alan, I didn't hear from you. Fred, Greg, Ivan, come on. Guys, what are you afraid of? You're going to get the wrong answer? If you can't answer this question, I'm going to give you some really great advice. You should quit trading, okay? You should not be trading at all. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. If you don't know the answer, give me a question mark. This is the kind of training we give at Cybertrain University. You're driving. Oh, okay. Well, okay, then don't worry about it, Ivan. I'm glad. Thanks for even listening then. That's great. Okay, so that kind of answers that. Margaret says 200. That's a hell of a swing trade right there, going to 200. All right, anyone else? Well, listen, you're saying 160, but the thing is, it didn't hit 160 today. It hovered right around this 166, okay? It bounced there, and if I go from yesterday's chart, you could see that there was even some big support levels here at 172. So it was hovering at 172, came to 165. I mean, you're right, Alan and Ron. You know, 160 was a support level, but it's not going to 160. It stopped there since 6 o'clock this morning. If you look right here, and it hovered right around this 160 to 165. Okay, everybody see that? Now, why did it stop right around this 165? I'll give you I'll actually do this for you. Anyone here use indicators? Anyone use an indicator? What indicator you use? A stochastic? Okay. Anybody else? What else you want to use? Anybody else? I'll throw it in there. MACD. Okay. Anyone else? What you got? This guy Bollinger, this mathematician. All right. Anyone else? You know what? I think that's enough. All right. What are you looking at? Could you tell me how do I read this? What am I looking at? What is this? Looks like a mess. You know what I could see, though? I'll tell you what I can see. I see this. I see that there's a 330,000 share buyer right here. And I see all these red lines. The redder the line, that means the more volume. 70,000, 180,000. Look at all these buyers right here from 165 to 160. And you're not seeing anyone till 178, 180, right? So you're like in no man's land right here. But let me tell you, down here, oh yeah, you got orders. You got orders, okay? So if you're wondering why the stock is starting to go up, it has nothing to do with this. right? It has to do with this. So what would you rather see? The future or the past? What's better for you? And let me tell you, I just blew this up. Could you imagine looking at tiny like this? Oh my God, what a head. How does people read this stuff? It just, I mean, I know what it means and stuff like that. I've learned it, but it's an ultimate mess. There we go. A little bit cleaner, right? Looking cleaner. It's called the KISS method. Keep it super simple. That's basically what we go by. All right. One more example. Anyone have another example? Oh, come on. Again, NVIDIA, come on. You got to give me something a little bit more than a brand name stock. Alan's saying CGC. Great running stock. Beautiful stock. Stock traded 8 million shares, inexpensive, Alan. I like that one. Great call. Okay. There's only one problem. Do we buy it here? Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna mess around here. I'm gonna buy 100 shares. All right. I bought 100 shares. These are some other stocks that I'm just holding. I bought 100 shares. This is all trading. 100 shares. All right. Was that a good trade or a bad trade? Well, let's find out where the orders are. We got a big buyer right here, right around 520. Well, still loading some data here. Hold on. We still got a little more data. All right, here we go. Look what happened here around 10 o'clock. Look at this big buyer for 110,000 shares. See how the orders sit there and it hovered, never want to break 110? See that right there? If you knew that you were coming up to a big support level, big buyer over here, forget support. Supports don't exist unless the buyer's out there. You got a big buyer right there at 110, okay, at 520. What do you think is going to happen when we get to 520? Here's 520. Kind of looks like it's been hovering and didn't want to break there, right? At 520. What did it do? It went up, right? If you bought the stock and you were right there before, let's say you bought at 530 and you sold it right now at 560, how much money did you make? 530 minus 560, what'd you make? Simple math. $300 on 1,000 shares. Okay. Guys happy with that? Would it be nice? I mean, listen, you could do that with any stock. You want to do it with Amazon? You want to go risk and pay $178? Or would you rather go trade a stock like CGC that is actually up 23%, even if you missed it at 9 o'clock this morning, and then you waited and saw this order out there? You know, that's what basically drives the stock. All right. That's what drives the stock. Now, did I lose anybody? Did I lose anyone? Good. Now, here is a $64,000 question. Who wants to learn how to trade like this? Who wants to learn actually how to, follow iceberg orders, trade with a team, all that? Be able to see it, to be like a market maker. Good. Well, that's why I'm going to invite every single one of you to come and join me in my trading room. Now, I know that some of you are watching maybe on the YouTube channel right now. I know you watch, we post up a couple of links out there, all that stuff. Listen, we got a 5-star rating on Google, which is unheard of, being in business for 30 years. We got over 3,000 videos that I put up there already, okay? They're great, but I'm going to do something better for you. I want you to come and join me in my trading team so you could see we can actually put this to the test, okay? And see and put our money where our mouth is. Now, to do that, listen, there's a reason why CyberTrade University has been endorsed by more brokerage firms and exchanges than anyone in the industry, okay? You have to look at that. Had anyone here ever taken training courses before? Could you say that somebody was endorsed by Benzinga or Tradier, Tasty Works, Thinkorswim, Nasdaq? Probably no. Believe me, and these people do their background checks. Okay. Now, this is what we're looking to do. I want to invite all of you to come in, enjoy my trading for one whole week. This is what it's going to cost you. $9. That's it. $9 to join me for one full week with coaching, with workshops, everything. Think about it. You were here for 2 days. Think about it, how much you've learned. You probably learned more in 2 days, and you probably took paying courses with other people. Imagine what you'll learn in a week. All you got to do is click on the link that we post in the chat room, or take your phone, scan the QR code. Now, let me go over detail what you're going to get. We do a live audio broadcast every morning and every afternoon at the most volatile times of the market, which was a quiz question. Okay. First hour, last hour. Next thing, you're going to get full access of seeing our chat board, of the instructors, of our students, their experience, all that stuff. We have gurus that come in on every Tuesday. We do traders talk. We're going to give you a library of past ones and future ones, of podcasts and everything. Also, the recordings, they're there too. With that, I'm going to throw, and by the way, if you feel like I'm wasting your time after the week, I'll give you my $9 back. Listen, I don't need your $9. This $9, okay, is just an application fee for us to qualify you. I don't know who you are, but we will. We're going to have a conversation to make sure if we want to continue to train you. Listen, we don't train everybody. If I want to, I could have close to 4,000 or 5,000 people in my trading room. And I know some of you are probably in a room like that. That doesn't make you money, okay? That actually makes you lose money. You know, first of all, you're not going to get customer service. People ain't going to work with you, all right? A lot of you really don't qualify to trade, and that's okay. You'd rather someone be honest with you and tell you that the surgery is not for you than some doctor says, "Oh yeah, you need to have heart surgery, you know, so he can make the money on the insurance." We don't do that, all right? But for $9, this just tells us if you're a real person or not. I know it sounds crazy, and people are like, that sounds too cheap. Yeah, I know that, but there's a reason for it. It's all about you telling us who you are, and you know who we are. Now, as a bonus, if you register right now, first 20 people sign up, I will actually talk to you on the phone. Now, you're probably thinking about like, wait a minute, I could actually talk to, you know, the original So's trader, you know, 12-time world champion trader, you know, the owner of the company. Yes. You know why? Because I need to be that doctor that has to make that interview with you to see if you're basically qualified to trade or not. And I want to answer your questions, to be honest with you. When was the last time you signed up with someone and someone did that for you? Zero. And they won't, because they don't have an invested interest in you. See, I'm looking to train people that I could trade with, okay? And if you're loyal and you really want to do this, if you're looking to swing trade, if you're looking to option trade, here's going to be your day trade. This is going to be your chance. But we need to have that conversation, and it all starts with $9, okay? Now, anyone have any questions about what you're going to get for $9 and what we're going to cover? Lee says, best deal ever. Thanks a lot, Lee, and I appreciate that. And it's not just a deal. It's really going to be the experience, and it's also going to be just the collaboration to let us have that conversation with us so you can be part of us. You know, that's really what we're looking for. But thank you very much. I'm already a gold member. However, I'm still learning as watching presentations. Alan, I know. And it's great, Alan, that you come to these things, because, Alan, you always learn from what other people's questions that they ask, and you always learn something every time. And when you come here live, it's always nice to kind of interact with you, because this is the kind of customer service that we give you, and I'm glad that you're here. Yes, so Greg, yes, you could always chat with us, meet and talk, but I've been basically homebound for with issues. Well, Greg, listen, why are you here? That's why people trade. You know what? After what happened with COVID, everybody's like, you know what? Why gotta go to work? I could just do this from home and not have to deal with a boss and travel expenses and stuff. So there's a lot of people here that like you that are homebound. You know what I mean? And it's a great job. Listen, how many of you retired? You think Social Security is going to pay enough? I mean, you need to make supplemental income. You want to give to somebody else to trade for you. I just had a trader the other day and said, Fausto, you know what? I lost $600,000 with a trader, and I learned more for $9 than what the guy lost me, all that money in general. And I'm like, great. What do you end up think happened? Took matters in own hands, and now she's part of our team and a part of our family. These are things that you're going to learn at Cyber Trade University. And you know what? What you'll learn here is that you'll learn why other people are trading the way they are. Listen, we're going into an election year. You see what happened with the Fed rate. You're watching what happened with earnings. There's something exciting that happens every day. You just got to know how to play the game. And a lot of you don't know how to play the game. A couple of questions here. I'm already in Phil, with you. Phil, nice to see you, bro. Thanks for coming. It's a little more than COVID that I've been having do privately from my home. Well, Greg, like I said, listen, whenever you're ready, you just let us know. Could you put up the phone number again? Yes, the phone number is 516-280-5350. If you call us up, you could talk to somebody in our staff immediately. Absolutely. These are things that you're going to get. It's so funny. Some people don't even give you their phone number, because they're like a one-man operation. You'd be shocked that there are people out there that are great marketers, a lot better than me. I give them credit for it. They're great on social media, okay? They know how to hit the greed button. But I always tell everybody, before you ever do business with anyone, you might not, if you don't continue with us, but I always tell everyone to do this. Go check out their Google reviews and find out what brokerage firms endorse them, okay? Your reputation is everything. And that's why we don't teach everybody, but this is an application fee for you to move forward with us. A couple of quick little shout outs. Want to thank Leroy for registering. Welcome aboard. Gary, got your registration. Welcome aboard. John from Chicago, welcome aboard. Got your registration. Look forward to having you here. Okay. Listen, guys, it's $9. Money back guaranteed. What do you have to lose? You know what I mean? So go out there, come visit the traders in the room. Look, they're trading a stock right now. I don't know if you guys even saw this. Look at the stock they're trading right now. The stock, what is it? This little cheap stock right here, BACK, B-A-C-K. It started right now at $2 at 10.20. It's already at 3.15. It's going higher. Look at all the traders that are sitting there chatting. Look at posting up. Obviously, we're not doing any commentary right now because we were done at 10:30. But look at all the traders in here. They're all working together. Our instructors, look what they're doing. They're all working together. Look at this beautiful little stock they're trading. I bet you didn't know that stock existed. I bet you wish you would have been that stock too. How would you have known? Because no one ever showed you. So listen, money back guaranteed, $9. Let's get in the trading room. Don't waste any time. Stop worrying about making money. Let's stop worrying about stop losing it, because that's the biggest thing that we teach. And surround yourself with people that like to be around traders like you, and go out there and learn how to do it. Once again, for $9. I signed up yesterday. I'm supposed to be at a different place. No, Jacqueline. Did you talk to your education advisor yet, Jacqueline? You should have made an appointment when you registered. I saw you register yesterday. You should have got that. I don't know when you booked your appointment, but you spoke to Alex. Okay, good. So Alex, one of the education advisors, he'll get you there. Just call back the office, but you should be in the trading room, and hopefully you watch those little sample videos that we gave you. Well, Greg, thank you so much for that compliment. I really, that's really nice of you. Listen, I'm no different than you, right? When I started, I was 22 years old. I was an ignorant 22-year-old kid. I didn't know what I was doing, and I failed. I made money, and then eventually I lost it all. And then I lost my parents' money because they were trying to give me a job, saying, hey, you like it, do well at it. And then, I don't know if you guys read my book. I sent it yesterday, but listen, first generation Italian, parents very, very strict. They worked very hard for their money. And they said, listen, you're in the greatest country in the world. There's great opportunity. Live in New York, Knew a lot of people in the trading industry. They took me under their wing. And what I've learned on the first day in the job, I should have never, ever made my first trade. Because what you saw today, you're probably not going to see anywhere else. And the difference is because the people who are training you are not market makers. They were not traders on a brokerage firm like I was. Okay. They were just somebody that found something that worked for them, but what works for them won't work for you. This is how Wall Street trades. When you look at and see the people trade on the floor, this is how they do it. All right, traders, thank you very much. I got to go. I'm going to get back to my trading room. Listen, if you did not register, listen, take your time. This promo, I don't know when we're going to stop and end it, but we've been doing it for a while. But we're always looking for new traders. If you're going to go out there and learn how to trade, go learn from somebody who knows what they're doing. But you're going to have to take a couple of classes with a bunch of people. I'm telling you right now. But if you're looking for free stuff, I'm going to warn you right now. You should just go find a job. McDonald's. I know California is talking about raising minimum wage for $20 to $50 an hour. Good luck to the California people. You're going to get paid $50 an hour working, minimum wage. Maybe you're better off doing that. Me, you know what? If you don't want to, if you're not going to do this right, don't do it at all. So I'm just going to be very honest with you because you'll end up blowing up your account. You're one trade away of destroying your whole account. $9 is not a lot. Good luck, everybody. Happy trading. And I'll see you all in the trading room. And by the way, one last thing before we go. Tomorrow, I am going to be doing another one of these, a crash course. Obviously, when not the market open up. So if you want to come and join me tomorrow, I'm going to be doing another one at 11 o'clock. If you can go out there and share it everybody and say, hey, listen, Mike, Bill, John, I know we're on the trading room. We're in a trading group. I want you to hear this guy, Fausto. He wants to answer some of your questions. He's going to show you some cool stuff. Don't worry about the archive. Come there live tomorrow. So if you are watching this recording, you want to be able to ask me questions like how Margaret and Greg and Abdul, all you guys been answering questions in here. Jacqueline, Mario, come back tomorrow. 11 Eastern time. Yes. 11 o'clock Eastern. We'll send out another email for everybody here to get registered to come back. 11 Eastern. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. In the meantime, hell of that. I'll see you in the trading room once we're done.